Hello everyone. In today's Roblox Studio tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to make a bag system that, depending on your bag storage, you have a limited amount of storage. Now you can always go ahead and buy more bags, and you can always switch to different bags, as you can see from down here. And you can have as many stages of bags you'd like, and it would fill up to that amount. Without further ado, let's get right into the tutorial. Let's start off by pressing on our SurfScript service and inserting a script. We can rename this script to leaderstats if you don't already have a leaderstats script in your game. In the description below, you should be able to get this leaderstats script if you don't already have leaderstats. Let's close out of that. Next, we're going to need another script. Let's call this script bag and cap. This is how much your bag's going to be able to hold. What we can do is we can simply get this, copy this from here, and we can paste it into our bag cap. Next, what we just have to do is delete our money, and we can actually we can also delete this part. All we'll need is this. We can remove this do not edit, and we can remove this made by the Roblox dev. Okay, well, from here what we can do is change this instead of a folder. Let's change this to an int value, and right here let's rename this to bag cap. There we go. We are now done with our bag cap. We can close out that script. Next, add in a new script. We're going to call this BagOwned. Inside of here, we're going to have all our owned bags. Now we can actually go into our leader stats, copy this again, copy this, and paste this into our BagOwned. Except let's rename this from leader stats to BagOwned, and let's keep this as a folder, and let's rename this to, let's just call this bag 1 and then bag 2. And then instead of this, we can remove these little notes, and instead we can actually rename these to bag type, because this is which bag it is, or bag scale, or whatever you want. You can write in whatever you want to help you understand what this is. So pretty much what this is this is the bag that you're on. So you can call this like bag type, current bag, system bag, doesn't matter. In here, let's go ahead and create something that will look kind of like this. And then you can drop down a few lines, and we're kind of creating a little table, a note table right here. Let's go and rename this note table to bag index. So this is going to be, we have our value right here. This is the value, so we're going to go here, down one more line. 0 equals unowned, or 1 equals owned, 2 equals equipped. Pretty much what you can do here is just copy this and add in more bags, as long as you rename this to like bag 3 and bag 4. But for the simplicity of this tutorial, I'm only going to go with 2 bags. Next, let's go into our bag cap and insert a new script. Let's rename this script to bag cap check. And what this will do is it'll check what our bag capacity is. So for example, if we go over the bag limit, it'll switch it back to the regular bag limit. So game.Players.PlayerAdded : connect, and then function. Let's go into our PLR. And if you don't know, I'll say this right now, PLR is short for player. Okay, since this is a more intermediate tutorial, I'm going to be using PLR just because it's faster, and that's what most of the more experienced coders will use. Okay, so connect function PLR, and then we can do is while wait do, and then if PLR dot leaderstats dot bag dot value is greater than PLR dot bag, I think, or was it PLR dot bag cap dot value, then PLR dot leaderstats dot bag dot value is equal to PLR dot bag cap, or not backpack, but PLR dot bag cap dot value. There we go. So pretty much every second it's just going to switch this to this. It's just going to switch this number to whatever our bag owned is. But we don't actually know how much each bag is owned. So let's do that next. Let's do a statement which will tell us how much each bag is owned. Okay. Actually, one quick thing let's do is equal. So this one, it'll always switch this. If we put an equal here, it will actually prevent us from going 1 over or like 100 over. So pretty much make it stay at. So pretty much just like remove what we earned continuously instead of just like going over for like a split second, which can be quite visually annoying. So just keep that in mind. Let's go ahead over here and let's create a new script called current bag. What this script's going to do is it's going to be giving us a value for every bag. So if you go into our bag owned, you should remember we have bag 1 and bag 2, and this is stored inside a bag owned. So let's go on to back into our bag owned, or not into our current bag, not bag owned, and let's go game.Players.PlayerAdded connect function, and then PLR, and then enter. From here, what we can do is while wait1 do, and then we're going to go ahead and create a whole bunch of if statements. If PLR dot bag owned, is that what we called it? Yep, bag owned dot bag 1 dot value, PLR dot bag 1 dot value is equal to 2, then PLR. Now then what we're gonna do is we got to go PLR dot bag dot value, or no, wait, what we have to do instead of bag owned, PLR dot bag owned dot bag 1. Okay, PLR dot bag dot value, or bag. Man, with all these bags it might get a bit confusing, so make sure to watch through this whole tutorial so you don't get anything wrong. And to be fair, I probably won't be answering as many questions in the comment section below just because there's going to be so many. So just, if you have a question, it's most likely in the video, and just watch through the video again and open your output to see if something's wrong. Just a quick disclaimer right there. Okay, so bagCap.value is equal to, let's say our first bag is going to be 10. Amount of bag. And right here, let's do a quick note. Bag 1 is name of the bag, or not the actual name of the bag, but like the name of the bag that we set to be inside of our bag owned, like right here, like bag 1. Okay, and then what we can do next is else if PLR dot bag owned dot bag 2 dot value is equal to 2, then we can just simply copy and paste this. Let's just go copy and paste this whole script, including the note, paste that in, and let's just switch this one to, let's go with 100. There we go. So if you want to add in more bags, just copy and paste this script. Don't copy and paste this one. Copy and paste this one, because this is an else script, so else. So we're just going to go ahead, copy and paste this one, and remember, change the value. If you're like fairly new to coding, then you probably won't be able to like create a lot of these, or you probably won't even be able to figure out how to add in more. But you can always join the Discord, which I have, and I might be able to help you if I'm just not feeling lazy and just burnt out like I have been for the past few weeks, trying to figure out how to make this video and how to create a much better bag system for you guys, because you've been requesting that. So let's go further along with the video. Well, now that we have this done, we can actually close out of this, and let's go into the next part of the script. Next, let's go into our replicated storage and create a folder. What we can do is we can call this bag fire, and inside of here we're going to put in the remote events for all the bags that we have. So let's rename it. Whoops, don't delete it, but let's go rename this bag 2. I'm doing bag 2 just so it's like alphabetically ordered, and then bag 1. There you go. So copy and paste as many of these as you need for the amount of bags. Just duplicate it, okay? So, and rename them to bag 2, bag 3. Okay, once we have that done, we can close out like that. Actually, I'll leave this open just so you guys can see. Inside here, we're going to create a folder, and let's go to bag manager. This is going to be when you equip bags, it will detect what bags to unequip and what bags to re-equip. So let's press the plus button and add in a script. Whoops, not a remote event, but we want to add in a script. Okay, well, we can call this script. No, I don't want to delete the script, man. I gotta stop pressing Control X. Okay, so what we can do is bag 1. This might be a bit confusing because there's so many bags and everything, but as long as you follow along, it should be fine. So let's go ahead and quickly create a little table right here for us. Now let's get into creating our bag manager. So let's go game.replicate.storage.bag1 on server event connect function, and then what we can just do is PLR in there. Okay, so right here what we want to do is bag1 is current bag. So pretty much what this is going to be is when we create a GUI, when you press press on a bag button, it will fire us over here. Although we haven't done that yet. So let's go drop a line, and then let's go ahead and create a few variables. Let's go local BagOwned is going to be equal to PLR dot PLR.BagOwned, or actually no, not PLR.bag, wait for child. Inside of here, let's go BagOwned. So what we're getting is we are waiting for So what we're doing is we're waiting for bag to be BagOwned. Okay, and now let's go ahead and we can now just copy this. And to make things simple, so we don't have to do things a bunch of times, well, actually we're gonna have to do it. So let's go bag1. It's gonna be equal to bag1, and we can copy that, paste that in here, and bag2 and bag2. You might be confused why we're putting bag2 in here, but you'll see later on. And then just do this for as many bags that you have. So if you have a third bag, just paste that in there and use it as a third bag. Okay. If bag1 dot value is equal to 1, then bag dot value is equal to 2, because remember, 2 is equipped and 1 is only owned. And obviously this is owned and unequipped and equipped and owned. So bag1. And here I didn't even do capitalized. There we go. And then else if bag1 dot value is equal to 0, well, actually we want to set this to be 2, is equal to 0, then what we gotta do is we gotta check for if PLR dot money, PLR dot leaderstats dot money dot value is greater or equal to how much you want to make the first one 0, because the first bag is going to be obviously free, or else you don't really have a bag. So let's set that to be as 0. Although on more bags, you're just going to want to change up that price, like I'll show you with our second bag, and how to change it up. Okay, and then now it's where our second bag comes on. Now we're going to go if bag2 dot value is equal to 2, then bag2 dot value is equal to 1. And then what we can also do is, you know what, actually no. So since we only have one bag, we kind of have to do this. But if you have multiple bags, then what you're going to want to do is right in here, we're going to do drop line, and then else if bag. Since I don't actually have bag 3, I'm just going to pretend I do bag3 dot value is so if bag3.value is equal to 2, then bag3.value is equal to 1. And then you're just going to copy and paste that a whole bunch of times. So kind of like this. Paste that in there, bag3, and then Control C is then equal to that. And then you're just going to want to copy and paste this code and change all these to bag3, bag4, bag5. Kind of like that. Simple. And now time to do the exact same thing but with bag2. So duplicate this. We can rename this to bag2. I'm going to close out of these two, open up our bag2, and simply here, as you said, bag1 is current bag2. We don't have to edit anything to this except this bag2, and bag2. And then switch this to bag1 and bag1. And then if you have, so pretty much you're going to want to, so inside of here, like I said with that, when I gave you that example of 3, so you're not going to want to remove everything and switch them. So change it. So for bag2, you're going to put in bag1. If that was bag3, then leave bag2, but change bag2 as bag3. Kind of, I don't know if you kind of get it, but if you need help, just do it on the Discord. Send me an image. It'll be a lot easier than going in the comments because comments are kind of annoying. And I'll have them, and I'll pretty much like almost 100% answer your question. And if some more advanced scripters join that server, you can ask them to help you with the code anyways. So yeah, win-win for everyone. There we go. I think that will be it for all our bag scripts. Let's quickly close out our output. It's a bit filled up. But this should be it for our bag. Now it's time to go into GUI, unless I forgot something. Did end up forgetting something. No, it's kind of not very smart, but inside of here is equal to 0. Then what we gotta do is plr or bag1 dot bag1 dot what is it? Dot value is equal to 2 because we want to equip the bag when you buy it, obviously. And then right here, let's go copy this because there's really no difference between that and this. So let's go paste that in there. And instead here, let's go give it a price of like 250. And then we're just gonna go set bag2 because we don't want to like mix these two up. Okay, there we go. That is actually it for our coding. Now it's time to get into our GUI. So I'll see you when I'm done making that GUI. But first, let's close out of those tabs and remove that. Okay, so make your GUI, and then when you're done making your GUI, we'll get into finishing this up and creating the simple code. Let's do that right now. Okay, so here are our bags. We have our basic bag and our good bag. And as you can see here, the prices and these are the names. These are the names. So if we go in here, this is actually bag number 1, and this right here is bag number 2. But they're actually technically basic bag and good bag, but we call them that in our bag owned. As you can see, bag 1 and bag 2. Right? Pretty simple. Okay, let's get into coding some little things in here that will send signals. Okay, so inside of our bag 1, when we press this, we're going to add a local script and script.parent.mouse button one click :connect function, and then let's just type in PLR, which is short for player if you all forgot. Let me come close to my PC really quick. Okay, and then what we can do is, why did I skip 2 lines? Let's go game.replicate storage dot what is it called? We called it bagfire dot bag1 : and then we're going to go on fire server from the PLR. Let's go copy this. Well, actually, let's not copy anything just yet. Now, what we have to do is let's go ahead and duplicate this over and onto our bag 2. So now this will fire those 2. Pretty simple. If you have more, you just gotta copy and paste that, but we can't really copy and paste it just because we gotta like change this to bag 2 and bag 2. If you're super lazy, you could just switch this one to bag 2 and this one to bag 1. Although you're doing the same amount of work. But if you want to do that for like maybe something else and you haven't yet done it, you could do that, but that's just really annoying. And if you're gonna go fix some problems, it's gonna be super annoying and super confusing. Okay, let's go close out those scripts. Now that we've Now what we've done is we've fired everything to the server, and now we just have to make a little image right here that will display how much storage we have and how much of it is full. Let's do that right now. I have made my little bag GUI, or bag space GUI, and now as you can see the text is 0 to 0 since we really don't have any storage, nor do we have any bags, or any items in our bag. So this here we can do is local PLR is equal to script is equal to not script but game.Players.localPlayers, and then while wait do, and inside of here we can do is script.parent.text is equal to, in quotation marks, let's go ahead. No, it's actually not in quotation marks. What we have to do is equal to script, or no, PLR.leaderstats.bag.value, and then slash, and then because that's a little slash in the middle. So then PLR what is it called? Our bag cap is called bag cap. So let's go copy that. Well, actually, we can just type in bag cap value. Now that should be it for our GUI. To end off this video, let's create a script that allows you to open up these bags. And to do that, there should be a link in the description below with a bag opening thing, kind of like this. And inside there, put in a regular script and paste this code in, or you can copy it from right here. Now what you can do is create a little character, which for this I will just insert a simple block rig and move him over here, face him towards him, but you guys are much more creative than me and can create a nice desk for him to sit at. But for now, you can create a nice neon plate and do something like that. Okay, now from here we're going to go into replicated storage, close out a bag, and let's do a quick script which is going to be open GUI. And inside of here, we gotta go is into our by bag, and then inside of this frame, create a local script. Let's go with script.parent. Hold on, what was it? What do we call it? Open GUI. So open GUI, or what is it called? Game.replicated storage open GUI on client event connect function, and let's type in PLR because we are getting the signal from the player. Yep, we're getting the signal from the player. Let's close out that, and then what we can do is script.parent.visible is equal to true. There we go. And now we can simply do is set this to invisible. And now what we gotta do is open up your output, because this is where you're gonna get a whole bunch of errors that you might have to go around and check through the video. Okay, whilst we're debugging, I actually made a mistake over at bag 1. Now, you may also have this problem if you don't watch all the way through this video. So, bag 1. This is actually supposed to be, what is it? We're actually supposed to, instead of PLR, we're supposed to do, there we go, BagOwned and BagOwned. And let's do the same for bag 2. Let's go bag 1, or BagOwned and BagOwned. We can close out of those two, and there we go. Now, inside of our leaderstats, what I'm going to do is get myself an easy $100 so we can buy the bags. Doing some more debugging, an error I found was that I actually put in a 1 instead of a 2. So make sure to put a 2 inside of your bag number 2, or else you're going to have some issues with buying it. Done debugging, and everything should work, with some errors I made when I was coding, because of course you're going to make some errors. So if we press C, we get 10 out of 10, we can buy another bag, it says owned and equipped. We can always switch through these, and we can get more, and it will give us 100 out of 100. And as long as we press this, as you can see, you may get a little bit of a glitch right there, or it might show for a split second. But unless you're spamming super fast, you probably won't see it. Anyways, that'll be it for this tutorial. If you have any errors, join the Discord server. That's where I'm going to be most active. Anyways, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We are almost at 100 subscribers, and thank you for that. And if you have any video suggestions, I'll put them in the comments or in the Discord server. Like I said, Discord server I'm more active in, so I recommend going there if you want to give off video recommendations. And you'll be probably and people in the Discord are much more prioritized than people in the comments, just because they're in my Discord and, like I said, more active. Anyways, thank you so much. Currently, I don't know what my video suggestion is, and if you watched all the way to the end, this video is super hard to make, and hopefully it'll come out on the day of recording. I've already got thumbnail, everything done, just gotta edit. And this video is just really tough in general. So yeah, I just want to thank you all for watching.